Psalms, chapter 134 and 1. Behold, bless ye the Lord, all ye servants of the Lord, which by night stand in the house of the Lord. Lift up your hands in the sanctuary, and bless the Lord that made heaven and earth. Bless ye at Zion.
So we want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Yahweh is being, that's the true name of the Heavenly Father, the one true God, the Most High God of Israel. Ba'ashem, that's how you say in the name of. And Yahweh Shai, that is the true name of who many know today as Jesus. But we know that its true name in the Hebrew, it is Yahweh Shai. You see? So that is how you say their true names in the Paleo Hebrew, which is ancient Hebrew, which is the Lashon Kodash, the Holy Tongue. Right? And give a shalom too, which will mean peace, to the 12 tribes of Israel, being today the Black Hispanics and Native Americans, right? Okay, the elect, we say shalom. So what we want to go into today is going to be going into really Esau, right? Esau, Edom. The Lord talks about this man in Scripture. All right, Esau is not extinct. All right, the man Esau, he's not the Arabs, right? This man, it's going to be clear that Esau is none other than the so-called white man, you see? And the Scriptures, the Lord talks about these people, and even though sometimes the Lord might not say Esau, and, in the beginning of it, we know by context clues that this links up, you see? The wicked, Esau is considered the border wickedness, first and foremost, right? Let's actually get that Malachi 1 real quick. Yeah, precept?
Malachi 1?
Yeah, let's actually start out with Malachi chapter 1, right?
1 and 1?
Yeah, Malachi.
Malachi. It says Malachi 1 and 1. It says, the burden of the word of the Lord to Israel by Malachi. I have loved you, saith the Lord. Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother? Saith the Lord. Yet I loved Jacob, and I hated Esau, and I laid his mountains and heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord hath indignation forever.
So the Lord talks about a people who he has indignation against forever. So this is a people that we must talk about, right? And he says Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. You see? So the Lord hates a people on earth. The Lord is not just all love, man. You see? So this is the people who the Lord had indignation forever, man. All right, it just said that they say that they were impoverished, but they will return and they will build those desolate places. And through history, we understand what that's going into. That's going into when the Roman Empire fell, right, to a man named Septimius Severus, Pescennius Niger, who those were two Negroes, right? And then what happened after that was Esau, he went into the caves. He became a caveman, right? He went into the so-called Dark Ages, right? And then they said that they would return from being desolate, meaning they came back during the Renaissance. You see, they started to build up. And they built up America, and they continued on. And the Lord said they're going to build up, but he's going to throw it down. And this is the people who the Lord had indignation against forever. You see? So this is really the wicked. He says they're known as a border of wickedness. So wherever they go, wickedness is going to follow this people, right? Whatever they put their hands to, wickedness is going to follow them, man. You see? They're not like your regular men. They're a different type of breed. They're a different type of people, which the Lord has set on earth. You see? Let me get this. This is the book of Psalms, the 49 and 11. It says, right? Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and that their dwelling places to all generations they call land after their own names. You see? And this is concerning Esau. It says that their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever. So they in their little minds think that their kingdom, all right, this place is going to be lasting forever. Your average Joe, man, right, your average Edomite, he believes that you're going to continually be able to live the American dream, right? So lucky if I sound weird, got the allergies, but your average Edomite, man, they believe that you know, their children, they're gonna see their children's children grow up to go to college, right? They're gonna start. What's that they do? They pretty much save up for their child's tuition fund when they're a damn baby, right? They'll go and they'll go try to save up for their 401k. They want to go get a master's degree, stay in school, right? Get a career, because that's their inward thought, is that their houses will continue forever. But the Lord said that He will throw it down. You see, right? And the dwelling place of all generations, they call lands after their own names, meaning this people, they're known for being prideful to call certain lands after themselves. Just like America. America was named after a man named, Amerigo Vespucci. Literally a white man, so-called Caucasian. They named this land after him, right? Africa, named after a man named Leo Scipio's Africanos, which was another Roman general, so-called Caucasian, right? You got places that are pretty much known more, like Washington. We know who that was named after. None other than, George Washington, who had a lot of slaves, pretty much. They don't want to tell you that he didn't have slaves, but that man had one of the most slaves, you see? You got places like Delaware, right? That was named after a certain man. I forget what his name was. But, that was named after a certain man. You got places like, what else? Almost you could just think about anything. Georgia, all right? I'm trying to think of these states, man, because, a lot of these states are named after these people, you see? Everything that you can think of, they got their name on it, man. Even though it don't belong to them, they want to put their name on it because they believe it belongs to them. That's because they are prideful, right? Actually, can I get Job chapter 9:24? Right?
24.
Yeah, Job chapter 9 verse 24.
Job 9:24. It's like, if I can say, I've also had a school teacher too. He's an old Edomite, and he actually named a street after his family name. So, hey, there it goes to say.
All your streets are named after, after these Edomites, man. Wisconsin Street. What other type of streets, man?
It was either
Smith Road
in Dallas. Dirk
Nowitzki. Yeah, they named the street after Dirk Nowitzki. You see, all these streets are named by Edomites, right? Berry Street, right? All these streets is just all these Edomites got their name on every damn thing. You see.
This is Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he?
So he said the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. Okay, who runs this earth today, man? Right? You gotta ask yourself that, man. Who on this earth, man, pretty much owns everything? The elites. The elites, they own every damn thing, man. Whatever they say, that's what goes, right? You see? And it was given into their hands by the Lord. Because the Lord, he said He's going to give these people a time to rule. But after that, He's going to throw them down. You see? So obviously everything that that is pushed on earth today is pushed on the earth by the elites, which are the so-called Edomites, right? Your royal family, the Rockefellers, the Rothschilds, the banking family, right? These are the people who control the earth, right? They control your life. So Lord said the earth was given into the hands of the wicked. And we understand in the book of Malachi, who is the border wickedness? Okay? Esau. So whenever you read wicked in the Bible, just know that is associated with Esau. So the earth was given into the hands of Esau. Right? That's why this man oppresses every damn body on earth, right? Right? He wants to go in everybody's nations and oppress them. And they can't really say anything about that thing, man, because it's their earth right now. It's their world, right? It's the so-called white man's world at the moment. And it says that He covered the face of the judges thereof. Meaning that He will cover the faces of the judges. And who are the judges? That's talking about, pretty much your people of the Bible. Moses, the children of Israel, Yahushua, who else? Peter, James, John, okay?
The
Isaiah,
prophets.
All the prophets. When you see these men today painted on pictures, they're depicted as so-called white men, because Esau went up in there to the Renaissance, and he literally took our pictures, and he set himself up to be the judge. You see, he wanted to make himself be Jesus Christ. Moses being a white old ass white dude, you know, with a goat beard, you know. That's what they do. The earth given to the hands of the wicked, and then they go and they create their own history. They rewrite history, man. All right. They want to make it seem like they are the people of the Bible. They want to make it seem like they was Adam and Eve. They want to make it seem like they was always the ones ruling in Europe during the Dark Ages. They want to make it seem as if though they've always been on top.
Right.
Like they are that superior race. That's called white supremacy. You see? They push white supremacy on earth because they have it. It's in their hand. It's in their power to do it. Matter of fact, I want to get that because you know the scriptures speak heavily on these people, man. Esau. First Maccabees chapter 3 and 48. Right? It says, all right. It says, and they laid open the book of the law, wherein the heathen sought to paint the likeness of their images. So the heathen laid open the book of the law, which is the scriptures, and they sought to paint the likeness of their own images. And this Maccabees is talking about the Greeks, all right, these Edomites. They opened our book, and then they wanted to paint it. They wanted to paint themselves to be the people of the Bible, and then they want to go take the real pictures and go put it in the Vatican. All right, go hide it, lock it up. Okay, distort history. Because they have it in their power to do so because the earth is given into their hands to do so, man. Do you have a precept?
No.
Yeah, okay, let's go ahead and keep going and get Revelation chapter 11 and 8 real quick, 18. Alright, I kind of want to bring this out real quick. Actually, get Job, right? Get Job chapter 30. I'm going to get this real quick in the book of Rest of Esther. Alright. Alright, this is the book of the Rest of Esther. Alright, we're going to get 13, and I want to start at 4, right? It says, declare unto us that in all nations throughout the world there was scattered a certain malicious people that had laws contrary to all nations, and continually despised the commandments of kings, so as the uniting of our kingdoms, honorably intending by us, cannot go forward. Seeing then we understand that this people alone is continually in opposition unto all men, differing in strange manner of their laws, and evil affected to our state, working all the mischief they can, that our kingdom may not be firmly established. So this is a prophecy about these Edomites, man, right? This is literally talking about, okay, I believe this man name was Haman, the Edomite. If you read about the book of Esther, right, you had one adversary. His name was Haman, and he was an Edomite, and he sought to destroy the Jews, right? So the Lord, these people, he's pretty much saying that this nation, right, these specific people, they're very malicious people, man, right? And their laws are contrary to all nations. He says that they're in opposition to all men, all right? Meaning Esau, he doesn't fit in. Why do you think everybody on this earth, man, everybody has some sort of melanin in their skin, you know? But Esau's the only one that doesn't have any type of melanin, you know? He comes out red. And that's a curse from the beginning, you see? And not only that, the way these people act, it's very different, you know? They have this devilish spirit to them, right? Just this demonic spirit. Why do you think they're able to oppress the world so easy? Because the way they run and the way that they move, their whole character, it's like the devil, right? That's why these nations get bamboozled, because they're like, what manner of man is this evil to lie this hard, man? To come in my face and act like he's my friend, but then backstab me, you know? There's no man on earth that does that type of shit. You know, and sorry for my language, but that's the truth, you know? There's no man on earth that would do such certain things. That's why the Native Americans, they didn't expect such a man to come through and be such a damn devil, you know? That's why these people can just oppress everybody, because they're devils. They say one thing, but they mean another, you see? And through their philosophy, man, through their laws, they conquer this whole entire earth. But the Lord is saying that these people are contrary to all men. You see, they're like that one people that almost should just not be messed with. You see, because just how much of a deceiver they are, right? Give me that real quick.
Job 30 and 1.
All right.
Okay. Job 30:1. But now they that are younger than I have me in derision, whose fathers I have disdained, to have set with the dogs of my flock.
So Job's saying that, hey, now, let me actually go to it, right? This is, I want to follow along. It says, yeah, so it says, they that are younger than I have me in derision. So, yeah, that's just going, that's not literally Esau being younger, because obviously Esau came out first. But as a nation, we're older than them, right? Because why? The Lord says that we are his firstborn. Exodus 4:22 says that, Israel's my firstborn, or does it say Jacob's my firstborn? Let me get it real quick. Right, it's Exodus chapter 4:22. All right. It reads to say, it says, and thus saith to Pharaoh, Israel's my son, even my firstborn. So Israel is the Lord's firstborn. You see, that's who the Lord is really referring to in this thing. So they that are younger than I, and Job is prophesying, right? Job is prophesying about the future. He's saying those that are not even superior to me have me in derision, right? Meaning they got me all messed up, right? Read on.
Verse 2. Yea, whereto might the strength of their hand be profit me? It's a lot. In whom old age was perished. For want of famine, they were solitary, fleeing into the wilderness in former time, desolate and waste, who cut up mallows by the bushes, and juniper roots by their meat.
So this is what these Edomites did. Job said that these people are so kind of filthy. I wouldn't really want them to be around my dogs, because we know what these Edomites do around the beasts, right? They start to get aroused when they see a goat, man. When they see a dog, they actually look at it as if though that's like I guess you could say a companion, or something that they can kind of get off on, because that's why who in this earth does bestiality? But that came about by these Greeks. They was heavily into bestiality, heavily into homosexuality. They were just different, That's just how these Greeks were. They were just weird, And Job was like, I wouldn't even want my poor dogs around these people, man.
Hey, didn't in Canada they have that, right? Bestiality.
Legal?
Bestiality.
I don't know. It might be.
I think they have it in Canada. I think it's legal.
You can actually marry your dog, man. You see, you can marry an animal.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I know a lot of these Edomite farmers. There's a lot of stories about them, molesting cows and stuff, man. Bro, Esau is like something else.
For
real. They'd rather actually mess with a cow than mess with their wife, right? That's how these Edomites work. They'd rather, pop a dog than, pop their own people. Right?
That's strange.
It's very strange, because these people, he read that they're contrary to all men. You see?
That's strange.
It says, for want and famine, they were solitary. Right? So fleeing into the wilderness, former time of desolation, desolate and waste, who cut up mallows by the bushes and juniper root for their meat. So these people, they would literally eat in the caves. They would eat bushes and shit, man. Right? Sorry for my language again, but look, they would eat bushes. That's what they did, because they didn't really know how to cook. They were cavemen. They didn't really truly know how to cook their food. They would eat each other too, but really, they would only eat like bushes and trees, right? Which is low key good for you, but that's really, to be honest, they had no choice, so they would eat the grass, right? Verse 5, or you can go on verse 5 real quick.
Verse 5. They were driven forth from among men. They cried after them as after a thief, to dwell in the cliffs of the valley, in caves of the earth, and in the rocks.
See? So it says that these people, they were driven forth from among men. And we cried after them like a thief, man. You see? And we drove them into the clefts of the rocks. Meaning we drove them into the caves. Right? And this is talking about, the Dark Ages. When we took these Edomites, we got them up out of Europe. And we actually pushed them into the Caucasus Mountains. We literally pushed them into the mountains of Georgia, Russia, where they sat there for 1,000 years being cave beasts, eating each other. Their hygiene was bad. They was dying by bubonic plague. That's why Esau, he will sometimes teach you about the Dark Ages in school, because I specifically remember lessons on it, but they'll never go into how Negroes were ruling in Europe and how we got them out of Europe. They'll always talk about how that point in history, it was just like nothing was going on, right? It was just a very dark period of history, right? Civilization was still kind of developing, and you know, people were still kind of trying to find out a lot of things. The medieval times, and pretty much that's what they'll tell you. They'll tell you their history, how people they had a lot of rats and people was dying because they didn't have hygiene, and they was low key still developing, right? That was Esau's history. He'll kind of tell you about it, but he won't tell you about the real history about us being royalty and nobles. You see, he wants to make it seem like everybody was still developing, when that's not true. Only Esau was developing at that time, man. He was the only nation that truly was living like a damn caveman, you know. And even it says they were driven forth from among men, and that's even David. David had a lot of these Edomites in garrisons, right? We had all these damn Edomites in subjection, right? So they cried after them like a thief, and they went to the caves. And we know this talking about Esau, because who else portrays himself as a caveman, right? You never see movies about a black caveman, a so-called dark-skinned caveman, a Chinese man who's a caveman. No, it's always these Edomites, like the damn Neanderthals and stuff like that, because they know that's their true history, right? Oh, you could keep going real quick.
All right. Going on. Go on. Let's see here. Verse 7. Among the bushes they brayed. Under the nettles they were gathered together. They were children. Right, that's...
Nah, yeah, like right there, man. These Edomites, they were so simple that they would gather together in bushes. It's like, what? They would literally sit and hide behind bushes all day. You know? Probably hide behind bushes and like try to look into real civilization, and you know what are these they'll probably look at us living like you're supposed to live as royal, but they would just be in the damn mountains looking through the bushes all day, man.
Right.
You know, like goddamn, they probably couldn't even talk, man.
Beasts.
Growling and hunting and you know, like they'll be growling at the moon and everything like that. That's true. That's what they was doing. They was literally playing in the bushes or something, man. Simple, you know. They have nothing better. They don't know how to use their time wisely.
Kind of like chickens, you know.
Yeah, like that. Just small-headed, man. All they do all day is like sit in the shade, under the bushes, looking stupid, like looking straight crazy, like, you know. Keep going, quick.
Okay, going on. It says, they were, verse 8 of Job 30. They were children of fools, yea, children of base men. They were viler than the earth.
So these are children of fools, man. Children of base men. Esau is the basest of all men on earth, right? When you say base means like you're the lowest, right? That's your lowest point. So Esau is like the lowest among men.
Right.
Right? Why he doesn't have melanin in his skin. These people are very, very, very unsalted, meaning they have no salt. They are very like, just look at the conversations of the Edomites, man. Edomites have a very weird conversation. They'll laugh at the weirdest jokes. You see, they have no humor. All right, but you look at us, and we got the salt, man. You know, our people, we have the music. We're funny. These are this one, right?
Yeah.
But them, it's like they try so hard, yet they're very, very on a low level, man.
Right, they're undeveloped, you know.
Yeah, underdeveloped, man.
Hey, a synonym for that I looked up. I think it said half baked. All right, they're half baked. They're undeveloped, man. When you
they're not even baked at all.
Right, not baked. They're undercooked. When you look into the into base, it can go back into like say the beginnings. You know, the beginnings of like when you're in elementary. I made a video on it. You know, rudimentary period. When you're in elementary, you're learning 1 + 1. You know, 2 + 2. Those are base things. You know, learning your 1, 2, 3s. You know, learning how to count. That's kind of how Esau is. Now they can't go into geometry, or they can't go into calculus, or they can't go into algebra 1, 2, and 3. You know, they're base level. You know, they're undeveloped.
Con, man. See, like, even now, people might look at Esau and be like, well, if they're so base, how the hell are they ruling, right? How the hell do they have a kingdom? How the hell do they, how the hell are they the scientists and the so-called wise men, right? Mm-hmm. Well, really, we're going to figure this out real quick. This is Daniel 4:17. It says, this matter is by the decree of the watchers, and the demand by the word of the Holy One, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomsoever he will, and setteth over it the basis of men. So the Most High gives this world to whom he will. He can give it to Israel. He can give it to the Babylonians. He can give it to the Ishmaelites. But he says he can even give it to the basest of men. So he gave this kingdom over to the Edomites. And he gave them certain wisdom and knowledge. He gave them certain wizards and warlocks and witches to understand how to run this world, man. Because I believe Psalm chapter 109, it says, let Satan stand at his right hand. You see? So Satan is the one aiding these people, you see, in all that they do. And if you look at it too, a lot of the inventions these people claim today, it wasn't even made by them, man. A lot of these inventions, like the computer, the washer, the dryer, cars, the light bulb, I mean, all these things were really made up by Jake. Which, when we say Jake, we're saying Jake is short for Jacob. And Jacob, that literally just goes back to, okay, the man who came from the man who bore the Israelites. So when we say Jake, we're just referring to the so-called black, Hispanics, and Native Americans. So really, a lot of inventions today come from Jake. A lot of things come from Jake, but Esau would like to steal it and to put his patent on it and act like it was him, right? When really, to be honest, this man steals every damn thing. Everything this man has is stolen. His nationality, his ethnicity, right? His damn languages today, stolen. European is something that was stolen, right? You understand too, the true Japhites are the Pacific Islanders. But what did Esau do? When Alexander the Greek, and when the Lord gave this man the power to go and conquer the world, and that Greek, Alexander, he went into all these European nations, and he got them up out of there, slaughtered them, and he took their culture, he took their identity, he took their languages, and he called himself that. That's why even today, this man, he will even take your own heritage and oppress you. He'll get that on Micah 2:2. So get that real quick, cause he'll even take something that doesn't belong to him, and he'll act like it was him, like the Jew man today, the so-called Jewish man, who claims to be the man of the Bible, Judaism and all that, right? Well, he's an Edomite, right? But he wants to call himself a Jew because he takes people's heritages and he oppresses them. You see? Everything this man has today, a lot of the things over there in Europe today, like your cathedrals, the Roman Catholic churches, okay? A lot of your high towers over there in Russia and in Germany and in Europe, those were built up by us. We built those up in the Dark Ages, you know? We were nobility, royalty. But Esau, what happened was that he actually got back into power, right? And we fell, and these Edomites started with the Renaissance, and they got a whole thing called iconoclasm, which is when they took all the real images of the true Jews and the true paintings of the apostles and the true paintings of almost anything you can think of, okay? The nobility of Europe, Queen Elizabeth, all right? The true Queen Elizabeth, the true King James, all right? Cleopatra. All these people were dark-skinned Negroes, right? But they went in there and they took this time of iconoclasm to portray themselves as being the people who have ruled forever. When them asses just got out the damn caves, man, right? But they'll take everybody and oppress everybody, man, and claim and act like they were always the top people. Like we brought out, man, they want to act like they was damn Adam and Eve. They want to act like they was the originals. No, man, these are some devils. The word devil means to deceive. They are the deceivers of the whole entire earth, right? Can I get that on Micah 2 and 2?
Micah 2 and 2. And they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man and his heritage, even a Salakia. Let me read that again. And his house. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage.
So it says they covet fields and take them by violence. And what's that going into? When these people went into people's lands, and they'll literally take it by force, by violence. Like they went and they did Europe. It didn't belong to them. But when Alexander and their whole army fleet, they went around the whole world and they conquered it, that's what, man. They took it by force. Even the Native Americans, man. Christopher Columbus, Hernan Cortez. What they do? They came here and they colonized it. They took it by force. They took the land of Israel by force. They take everything by force, right? And then it goes to say that they oppress a man, even his house, even his heritage. So they'll take your heritage that your ancestors was doing, and then they'll claim it to be their own, right? That's why a lot of times today they'll tell you history. Really, it means his story, right? Esau's story. A lot of the history that you learn in schools today, in your geography books, you go into history class, and you're indoctrinated with his story, right? It's his lies. He portrayed himself to be the top people. He wants to act like he's the Egyptians. I remember back in the days, whenever I was in damn class, you would have you would turn to the time of the Egypts, and you would have a goddamn white dude dressed up as a pharaoh. Nigga smiling with his teeth, damn Edomite, It's like, how the hell, like, and then you believe that. Subconsciously, you grow up believing that these people were always the people. Your movies like the Ten Commandments, Moses, they portrayed him to be some white dude, and then Pharaoh, another light-skinned guy, and everybody, the children of Israel, it was all just Edomites.
Right, and it makes you think, Salakia. It makes you think to have no melanin, to be
the fair
unmelanin.
Yeah. You think that's the beauty,
Yeah. It makes you believe that that's normal.
Yeah, a lot of that's what they push on you from your birth up. You grow up a Christian watching Bible movies. It's all so-called Caucasian. Ben-Hur and Moses and Samuel and Jacob and Samson. They'll always show you these David. They'll show you all these people are so-called Caucasoids.
Yahushua.
Yeah, even especially Yahushua.
That's the worst one.
That is the false man right there. So let me actually get this right. This is the book of Habakkuk 2 and 6. Right? Right? It says, well, I want to start at 4. It says, behold, his soul, which is lifted up in him, is not upright in him, but the just shall live by faith. So it says the soul of these Edomites is not upright. It's lifted up, but it's not an upright spirit. Because they got this very devilish spirit where they just always want to lie. Can I get that in Psalms 58 and 3? They just always want to lie, man. That's all these Edomites know how to do is just lie about everything. Right? Even to this day, they just lie. Verse 5. Yea, also, because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man. Right? And that wine really means his philosophy, his doctrines, his ways of life, his lies. He transgresseth, meaning he sins by that. He pushes on the earth the American dream. He pushes on the earth Christianity. Right? He pushes on the earth, free will, do what thou will. He pushes on the earth his religions, his history. Right? And that's how he sins, by that way, right? He's a proud man. Right? Obadiah talks about how these people, they're very proud. They exalt themselves like the eagle, right? That's why America prides himself on being, land of the brave, home of the free. We are proud to be an American, right? It's all set up on pride here, man, right? Neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death, cannot be satisfied, and gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people, right? Meaning that it says he can't keep at home. This man Esau, these Edomites, they just can't seem to just be content with what they have. whatever the land that they've already stolen, they're not content. They have to go into other nations and steal their gold, man. They gotta go set up, okay, a coup d'etat, okay, which is really just a false flag, okay, something set up like 9/11. I always bring that out. They set up 9/11 just so that they can blame it on the innocent, and then go into their nation, right, to wage war on them. When it's like Esau's the whole time is doing this thing, he's setting it up, but he wants to set that thing up so that he has a valid reason to go into people's nations and oppress them, and then to go and set up, okay, his military in their nation. Like, why are you setting up your military in damn Iraq? Like, why do you have troops in Iraq? You have a whole base in goddamn another country. Like, what the hell? You know? That's the Lord saying these people, they just cannot keep at home. Right? I believe that they staged a lot of, like, World War II. I believe a lot of that was staged, so-called, they say. Certain things, you know. We're not going to go into that, really. But it says that he gathers unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. Meaning this dude, and this is talking about Babylon. We're referring to Babylon the Great, right? Babylon, the city of confusion. They want to bring all people here, so it's like one big melting pot. Every nation can leave their laws, leave their peoples, leave their country, and come to America, right? Just be an American. You just forget about your whole customs, man. We got it here, right? We got it here too. We got Chinese town, right, in California, in New York. You know, if the Chinese man wants to feel at home, hey, just go to Chinatown. You know, bro, what the hell? You got damn Chinatown in the U.S. You know, you want to feel at home? Hey, go to you want so-called Hispanics to feel at home, something like that. And well, you know, go to New Mexico, or you know, go to these spots that they have set up, like you know, Tex-Mex bar, Taco Bell, which is an Americanized restaurant, which is also Mexican. They got all these different type of nations and philosophies and customs here in Babylon the Great. It's like a big melting pot of languages, religions, and everything. So really nothing is unique. Everything is it's like a culture vulture society. Esau's a culture vulture because he by himself is plain. Esau on his own is lame. These Edomites, if they didn't have us in slavery, if they didn't oppress all nations and have everybody collectively like pour something into this big melting pot Babylon, well, this place would be very, very boring. It'd be like something close to Russia. Russia themselves, those are Edomites too, but they keep to themselves. But that place is boring as I don't know what. Don't nobody want to go to Russia. It's a bunch of damn robots, man. That's how Esau really is by nature, though, right? He doesn't have no soul. Verse 6. Shall not all these take up a parable against him, and taunting and proverb against him, saying, Woe to him that increaseth in that which is not his. How long? And to him that is laden with the thick clay. So people are going to be like, this is a proverb we're going to take up against Esau, saying, how long is this man going to increase in the stuff that don't even belong to him? It's not his. They're saying, how long? You know? Because the Edomites, all they do is steal, rape, rob, murder, and lie. Right? That's why the Lord says the people who the Lord has indignation against forever. So much to the fact that he damn took their melanin away from them, man. The Lord hates these people, you know? Get that real quick.
It says Psalms. Psalms 62.
58 and 3.
It's Psalms 58 and 3. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies.
So the wicked, who's the wicked again? The wicked goes back to Malachi. The Edomites are the border of wickedness. So the wicked are estranged from the womb. Meaning from the womb, they come out wicked. And they, as soon as they be born, they speak lies. That's the one thing Esau do when they come out the womb is they just start lying, man. That's just what they are built in to do. They just built-in liars. The Lord made them to be liars. So they just lie. That's it. About every goddamn thing. They lie to your face. As a matter of fact, get that real quick in the book of Psalms chapter 62. I believe it's Psalms 62 and 4.
Come on. Psalm 62 and 4. They only consult to cast him down from his excellency. They delight in lies. They bless with their mouth, but they curse inwardly.
Console says that they only consult to cast him down from his excellency, man. Will you say that one more time?
They only consult to cast him down from his excellency. They delight in lies. They bless with their mouths, but they curse inwardly.
Yeah, and that's really talking about whenever these people was coming up against the Native Americans, the so-called the natives of the land, right? Even to us, they only consult, meaning they only come together to consult on how you can cast somebody down, right? They bless with their mouth, but inwardly, right, they just want your downfall. That's why when they came to the natives, what did they do? But they would always face value when they was with them. They would love to be around them. They would act like they're just friends, right? They would want to eat together. The Native Americans were trying to be nice, right? Because these damn devils came that way. They came as if though they just want to be friends, you know? They acted friendly, right? And once these Native Americans taught them how to damn wash, these Native Americans let them sleep in their tents. These Native Americans gave them food, taught them how to work the land, taught them how to hunt, right? The Native Americans was trying to be friends, man, because Esau was coming off like he wanted to do that, right? He's like, well, if that's what you want to do, well, I trust you. That's just how men are, you know? It's like, hey, that's how it should be, you know? You should be able to just trust somebody. But Esau, all the while, the Gadites and, the other tribes were actually helping these people out, risking their lives to help these people out. Esau was, having little meetings together amongst themselves. Hey, how the hell can we kill these damn natives, man? These goddamn savages, man. Let's just continually, let's take let's give them our bubonic plague sheets. Let's give them smallpox, man. All right, then let's rape their women. Let's rob them, and let's just pillage these savages, man. Right? It's like, what the hell can a man?
Right, so Lucky, you would think they would respect you for helping you out, man.
Right, exactly. That's why it says these people are contrary to all people. It's like these people are just like they're not the same, man. Right? You can't really grasp what the hell's going through this man's mind, man. That's why he's the devil of earth. Let me get this. It's the book of Psalms, chapter 55. 55 and 20. It reads to say, he put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him, and they had broken his covenant. He has broken his covenant. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. See? And who other does that describe than the so-called white man? Right? He put forth his hands to such as be at peace with him. Right? He literally grabbed up these natives and slew them. Christopher Columbus, he said he didn't put his sword down until he searched the whole new world and made all these people his subjects, right? Made all of them his slaves till he raped all their women, right? That's what they did. They came peaceable, but he put forth his hand. Even the Aztecs, Hernan Cortez, the Tainoanians, right? All these people you could think about, these Edomites, these so-called Caucasians. Okay, is what they are. They're Edomites. They come subtilely, but they'll backbite you, man. All right, that's just how they are. They're backbiters. They're two-faced devils. And again, we always say devil, not in the sense of a man who is a demon. Like when I say demon, we're not talking about damn. You have red horns, and you're somewhere underground, bro. Or you some damn spirit. That's what the damn devil told you. That's what Esau told you a devil is. Not knowing that the devil just deceived you twofold right there. He does deceive you, making you think a devil is literally an underground dungeon, man in hell, when he is the goddamn devil. So
it's ironic.
Yeah, it's ironic, man. Right?
Irony, man.
Yeah. Esau, devil literally just means deceiver. Person who deceives. These are the most deceptive people on earth, man. They deceive you at any cost possible, Just to kind of get over on you. They're not men, because a real man is gonna show you what's up face front. A real man, if these people were really men, what they would have did was able to declare war against the natives. You know, be like, we want this land, we're gonna take it from you, and they would at least let them know that straight up. You know, like, we're gonna take this land, be ready for war, because that's what the scriptures do. We always straight up let people know our intentions. But these devils, they're like they're like bitches. We're gonna straight say it, because
Cowards.
yeah,
That's why they
cowards.
use their gun.
Yeah, cowards. They'll use it. Yeah, too. They'll have guns. Guns. Native Americans didn't need guns. The Native Americans, they got close up in combat, man. It was men. You know, they got to your damn skull and they would crush it. But Esau wants to stay back. He wants to just shoot you, right? And if he gets too close, he wants to speak smooth words. You know, he wants to speak smooth words because he's real scared. And then that's when he's gonna overtake you, man. Speak smooth words, and you're like, you kind of believe him. You start walking off, he'll take a damn club and get you in the head, man. That's how these Edomites play. They play dirty, you know. They'll play super damn dirty. And there's no other man on earth that does that type of thing, man.
Yeah, and even Iran too. I forget exactly what the situation was, but I know one of the tops in Iran, they said that America, they stabbed them in the back with a poison dagger. Iran knows America right now, you know. He's basically Iran, man. They're not deceived no more.
Nah, Iran hates this nation, right? Iran literally tells you how they. You don't think that these nations go to these United Nation meetings, and you don't think they know how Esau gets down? They know. Why do you think Esau's on top? Because he went and backstabbed all his damn allies, and they can't really do nothing because really Satan is aiding these people. Can I get that in Psalms chapter 109? Satan himself is aiding these people.
Right.
The Lord gave these people the earth. That's why I said the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. So really, these nations, all they can do right now is mourn. Because again, it says, let me bring this out. This is going to be the book of Proverbs, right? Chapter 29. Right, this is the book of Proverbs, chapter 29, and I want to get 28 and 1. It says, that's not it. 29 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. So, you know, it says when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. So the whole earth right now is in a state of mourning. Alright, I don't care if you're other nation, you are also in mourning, right? Because the earth is polluted. The earth is damaged up, man. The earth is all toxic, man. The air is all messed up. Why? Because we have this damn man, Esau, who runs it, man.
That destroying mountain.
Yeah, he's the destroyer of the earth. Might as well get that, man. Alright, what I tell you to get? Oh, no. Yeah, I'll get this first then. Right, so the people of the earth are mourning, right? The not even just the people, but nature itself mourning, man. The birds, the whales, Salakia. Okay, sea life. Life in general is mourning, right? I believe it tells you in the book of Job that you can ask, you can ask the earth, you can ask the things of nature, and they'll tell you who the hell is doing who the hell is destroying the earth. All right, the birds and all these nations, they'll tell you these Slack, I keep stumbling, but these natural, these things of nature, they'll tell you what the hell and who the hell is destroying the earth, right? This is the book of Revelations 11:18. And the nations were angry, right? And thy wrath is come. In the time of the dead, that they should be judged, that thou shouldest be judged. And thou shouldest give reward to the servants, the prophets, and to the saints, and to them that fear thy name, small and great, and shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth. So Esau is the one who destroys the earth. And it just says that the nations are mad. Okay, everybody is mad out here, man. Alright? Because Esau is in rulership. You see? The water, they'll dump trash into the water. They'll dump toxic waste and all these type of poisonous things into the water. That's why you got a lot of dead fish, man. Fish over there trying to hop out of the damn water because the water is just freaking polluted, you know? The sky, the birds are dropping out of the sky. Ducks are falling out the sky because the air is just so polluted. You got radiation from 5G towers everywhere, man. The trees are being destroyed from the inside out, all right? You got the food nowadays. It's all genetically modified. You know, your animals are all steroided up. All right, your animals can't even grow natural. Esau gotta have it to the point to where he gotta inject them with shots, man, and then make them grow 10 times faster, right? Damn, have all these damn farms full of damn chickens on end, steroided chickens. The facility Esau got these animals in it's in a horrendous, just inhumane facilities, man. It's just Esau. This man, even the animals mourn, okay, because how Esau killed even the forestation. You know, look at Esau's jungle city. I mean, Esau's stone city, his cave city, the so-called New York City, and all of your top cities today, man. That's not natural. You're not supposed to have concrete everywhere, man. A concrete jungle, right? Really, that used to be nature, right? That used to be an actual habitation where you had all type of living creatures inhabiting, right? That's what the Lord set it up. But Esau, he wants to go and establish his concrete jungle, man.
And cut down the forest.
Yeah, cut down the forest, and what else, man? The skies are all polluted with damn chemicals and the toxic gasoline they're always constantly pushing in the air. Right? Yeah, chemtrails too. I mean, you can go on for days how Esau is they just destroy the earth, man. Pump oil up out. They pump all the goddamn oil up out the earth. Why do you think the earth is so damn dry? The earth, you see, you can't nowadays. Look at the dirt. The dirt is all it's lost its natural minerals and everything like that. Because damn Esau stripped everything, man.
Right, because Salaki, his dollar is backed up on petroleum.
Yeah.
Well, it is that oil, it's crude oil, petroleum. So if you're not pumping the petroleum and selling it for the petrodollar, which is a U.S. dollar, the U.S. will go into a Great Depression. So they're gonna pump all the oil out, man, because they want their little plat of land to keep going. All right, and they're devils, man.
And even war. Who's the one who rages war all the damn time? Esau. Esau's the one who goddamn bombs places, man. He goes to nations and destroys them for no reason, right? Just this man he just wants war, you see. But he's a devil because he's gonna act all peaceable. But the thing about this man, how he works, is he'll speak to you nice and smooth, but he's gonna backstab you, you know, when you thought you could trust him.
God, I got a precept though as well. This is Jeremiah, chapter 51 and 24. And I will render unto Babylon, unto all the inhabitants of Chaldea, all their evil that they have done in Zion in your sight, saith the Lord. Behold, I am against thee, O destroying mountain, saith the Lord, which destroyest all the earth. I will stretch out my hand upon thee, and roll thee down from the rocks, and will make thee a burnt mountain. Yeah, Khan, and that's the recompense Esau has to go through. Because Babylon is where Esau dwells. This is the chief place where Esau dwells, all right? And they are that destroying mountain that destroys all the earth. Therefore, they will have to pay up what they sowed, man. They sowed destruction, and they're going to have to reap that. That's why they're going to be a burnt mountain. This will be a desolation on the earth, man. Babylon will be burnt to a crisp. All right?
Yeah, because again, man, that's not the only thing they do is destroy the earth, but they lie. We always brought that out, but these people, they rape, rob, and murder. Everything these people establish on earth is established by slavery, right? That's why the Lord says, woe to the bloody city. It's all full of lies and robbery, right? So the bloody city is America because this place was established on slaves, and it was unjustly done because we're not going to say slavery is, against the Bible, but how you do it, if you do it the wrong way, then that's when it becomes a problem. Because Esau, he horrendously did slavery. Because, the Bible, you have slaves, people have slaves, that's just how kingdoms get built up. But when you have it to the point to where how Esau did it, you butt break your people, you castrate men, you rape the boys, all right? You rape the women till they can't be raped no more. You tear a grown-ass man in two, set him on fire, and tear him in two, man. Feed babies to alligators. Okay? Burn men at the stake. Lynch. And give people no. You don't show your servants any mercy. What kind of damn master is that? I don't want to be. I don't want that to be my damn master.
Taking your eyes and your teeth.
Yeah.
It tells you that in the law that you would have to let them go.
Yeah.
But they don't do that.
Yeah, the law tells you how you should treat your servants, right? If your servant ran away from you, nobody was allowed to return them back to you, because obviously if your servant was running from you, there was something that you was doing wrong. But Esau, if you have a damn a slave run, Esau will hunt your ass down with his hound dogs, man. All right, chase you all damn morning.
Horses.
Yeah, horses, and then once they get you, they'll drag you all the way back to the plantation. And they'll drag you, right, on the foot of a horse. They'll tie you up to a horse and drag you back. Esau, man, let me actually get this. This is Jeremiah 22:13. Woe to him that buildeth his house by unrighteousness, and his chambers by wrong, that useth his neighbor's service without wages, and giveth him not for his work. See? So Esau, he built this place by unrighteousness, man. Right? He established his chambers by wrong. Right? And he uses his neighbor's service without wages. That's going to slaves. He literally built up America, and he used the free labor of the black, Hispanic, and the Native American, right? So this place is not your Christianity-based state. God loves everybody, equality. That's a lie. That's why these people are, again, known as devils. They'll give you Christianity. They'll tell you this nation was founded on Christian basis. Christian morals and things of that sort. But on the other side, they're going against what the Bible says, man. They're building their house by unrighteousness, and they're using their neighbors without work. You see? So that's the hypocrisy of these people. They're just straight hypocrites. They'll speak one thing, but in their heart they just mean a whole different thing, right? So hey, that's just really how these people work. That's why the Lord said in Habakkuk chapter 2, let's get that there. This is the book of Habakkuk. Alright, Salat. Bear with me real quick. Habakkuk, chapter 2, and then I want to get 12, right? Well, I want to actually get 8. It says, because I have spoiled many nations, and the remnant of the people shall spoil thee, because of men's blood, for the violence of the land and the city of all that dwell therein. Woe to him that woe to them that covetous and evil covetousness to his house, that he may set his nest on high, that he may be delivered from the power of evil. Thou hast consulted shame to thy house by cutting off many people, and hast sinned against thy soul. For the stones cry out of the wall, and the beam out of the timber shall answer it. Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood, establish a city by iniquity. So that's talking about none other than Esau Edom, right? How he established this place on blood. He built it up by iniquity. This place continually thrives off of wickedness, right? Not only did he establish this place off of wicked acts, but he makes this place run off of wicked acts, man, right? Today, America is the abomination of the earth. Okay, the way America still runs is the fact that it was founded on freedom. You can be who you want to be. You have free rights. If you want to be a homosexual, well, that's a good thing. You can do it. They say transgenders are allowed. Bisexuals, lesbians. You can pretty much what are the things that they have that helps this place run? Democracy, you see, free will, free right is what they'll portray to you, right? And all nations look at that and they love that. That's why it says all nations have drunk of the wine of Babylon. They look at how you can come to America, you could be who you want to be. There's no type of judgment. You can be a whore, right? You could literally be a whore out here, and that's looked at as a good thing, right? You could be a stripper, man. You could be you could be anything out here, and they'll praise you, right? You can you could be at home, like I said, anything you want to do out here, and there's no repercussions. They don't kill you for being a whore. They don't stone you for that. like they'll do in different nations. But in America, you're safe. It's almost like the safe haven for wicked men, wicked women. It's like wickedness here, man. If you want to be wicked, just come to America and do it at your leisure, right? And there's going to be no repercussions, you know. That's how this place is established, by iniquity. So the Lord says, whoa, death and destruction, you know. You got a precept?
You want me to give this in Psalms 109?
Yeah, you can bring that out.
You want me to start at 1?
I'll start at 6.
6. It says Psalms 109 and 6. Set thou a wicked man over him, and let Satan stand at his right hand. When he...
So it says, set a wicked man over him, and let Satan stand at his right hand. You see? So who is standing at the right hand of Esau? Is Satan. That's exactly how Esau can have power on earth. That's the exactly reason why Esau has the power to oppress. He has the power of the gun. He has atomic weapons, nuclear missiles. He has his military might, right? He has such a great nation because Satan is giving him the power, man. His elites, the elites of Esau, what they'll literally do is they'll sacrifice to Baphomet. They'll sacrifice to Satan, man, right? Children, drink the blood. They'll do all type of rituals. And Satan gives them power, right, to do these type of stuff, man, right? So they have wisdom and knowledge, but it's wicked wisdom and knowledge, man. You see? They are witches and warlocks, man. And that's the things that uphold America. Is witchcraft and sorcery. This place is what do they say in the book of Nahum? Who selleth nations through her witchcraft. So this place sells people, right? Sells people, literally sells us, like physically they did that. They still do today. But through her witchcraft and sorcery, they deceive the nations. Because this place is a high-level witchcraft nation, man. This place has high-level witches and warlocks that keep this nation afloat. That speak directly with different type of demonic spirits, right? And that's exactly where you get your Hollywood, your music industry. A lot of these things are high-level, like they have high-level demon energy and demonic spirits within these things. That's why it has such a profound effect on you, is because, okay, a lot of your social media, a lot of your phones, a lot of these things are just witchcraft. You see? Music, all that stuff. And that's why a lot of our people today, they're like drunk off of that wine. They're drunk off of it, right? They love to live that American lifestyle. They want you to slowly but surely accept homosexuality. They put out movies how it's okay. You see, they'll put out shows how, you know, it's kind of a cool thing, I guess, to come out the closet, right? It's kind of cool, I guess, be a tranny, right? It's okay. You got people like what's his name? What's that dude, Jenner? Dude's name was like he was pretty much one of the Jenners, right? I forget the damn dude's name, but you know he was pretty much a man, but he transitioned himself into being a woman, right? You have shows like the Kardashians, which shows you just a whore harlot lifestyle, and they'll make it look cool, you know. And our women will look at that, they'll be like, I want to be a whore too. I want to shake my ass too, you know.
Proud too.
Proud as hell. Yeah, proud. They want to rule over the man, act like they are everything. They want to put out movies about how men are effeminate, right? And then our men are gonna be like, you know what? It's kind of fine to like, I guess just not be such of a man. Let my woman kind of do what they want to do. Happy life. I mean, happy wife, happy life, right? And they'll do all this stuff, man. They'll push all this on you from your youth up, all right? They'll push it on you from your youth up, your movies, and you'll kind of just be indoctrinated by that. Your media, white Jesus, songs that you listen to about I want to steal your thing, I want to steal your hoe, I want to steal your bitch, right? Kill each other in the streets. This is all witchcraft, and it's all sorcery, high-level witchcraft and sorcery.
I love it.
And that's how Esau establishes his kingdom, is by keeping everybody confused, right? Everything's out of whack. You see, everything, you know? I believe that I had a precept. Did you? I want to get this real quick in the book of 1 Thessalonians, right? So Satan counsels Esau, really Esau's elites. When we really talk about these things, it's really going really into your your higher level Edomites, because your lower level Edomites, they don't know what's going on either, man. But they just as much are a part of that nation. You see, so they themselves too, they do profit from a lot of your stuff that go on today. So, these Edomites are going to get judged as a nation. But anyways, I want to get this in the book of First Thessalonians. Chapter 2 and 3 says, "Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and the man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition." So before the coming of Yahweh Shai, he said there's going to be a falling away, right? And there's going to be the son of man, the man of sin is going to be revealed. Who's that man of sin? Esau. Esau is a man of sin, the liar, the rapist, the robber, the murderer, the extortioner, the thief. That is Esau's name. He is a man of sin, all right? The son of perdition, because the Lord set this man up to be who he is, right? He gave him power on high to be that wicked man. And ultimately, perdition means destruction. So the Lord set this man up to be destroyed. That's Proverbs 16:4, that the Lord created all things for himself, even the wicked for the day of evil, right? Verse 4, "Who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God, or that sitteth in a salak, or that is worship, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showeth himself that he is God." So this man is prideful to the point to where he wants to act like he is the Most High. He says that I am, and there is none else. Because Esau thinks that it's just him, the elites. They want to call themselves the illuminated ones, right? The Illuminati, right? They want to act like they are the gods, right? That's why you go deep enough into it, it's really about worshiping themselves. They like to worship themselves. Satan. They are Satan, And it says that they sit as God, and that just goes into how they portray themselves as literally Jesus, and they portray themselves as the Most High. You see, sit in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. See, because this man, like literally, he wants to be God. He wants to have all eyes on you. He wants to literally watch you through your TV. He wants to watch you through your phone. He wants to literally, try to pick your mind and predict what you're gonna think, right? That's why they got these things called predictive programming, right? Okay, subliminal messaging. They wanna dictate your thoughts, right? You ever get those notifications where you're on your phone, kind of like you were somewhere. You might have just probably been at Walmart, and your phone will ask you like, "Hey, how was Walmart?" It's like, what the hell? How do you know I was at Walmart, man? Right? They'll literally watch you every single way possible through the street lights, right? They'll listen. They'll pick up your audio. They'll pick up your conversations, right? These are the type of things Esau really likes to do. He's weird. He's a weirdo, and he's a devil, but he wants to be God. But it's he's a pseudo God, right? He can only go so far. He can only go so far with the power that he's gotten from Satan. By the Most High, of course. But he's only going so far. Because he's really a base man. You gotta remember that. Esau is really a base man. But the only reason Esau got what he has is because Satan and the Most High is using this man to fulfill his role in this thing. Right? Verse 5. "Remember ye not when I told you I was yet with you, I told you these things? And now you know what withholdeth, that he might be revealed in his time. For the mystery of iniquity doth already work, only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out the way." And of course that's the Lord. Only the Lord is letting this man go so far. And once the Lord says, "Your time is up, Esau, I've used you for what I need you to use you for." Okay, because Esau eventually he got so proud to the point to where he believes he's gonna start some new world order. He really believes his house will continue forever. He's gonna be that God, right? But the Lord's only gonna let him go so far. The Lord's gonna cut his pride off at a point. "And then shall the wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan, who with all power and signs, Salakia, with all power, signs, and lying wonders. So, this is not literally Satan, because a lot of people will say, oh, the man of sin, that's talking about Satan, or, they'll try to say Lucifer, which that's not talking about Satan, but they'll think it's talking about some demon. No, it says the man of sin whose coming is after the working of Satan, meaning Satan is helping these individuals, this certain race, this certain people, right? With all deceivableness and unrighteousness, and them that perish because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. See? So the Most High is literally giving people over to delusions, right? Esau is that catalyst for a lot of our people being deluded, right? Because the prophecy does say that 2/3 of us got to be destroyed, right? Black, Hispanic, and Native Americans who are Israel. So he's going to use Esau to deceive us, you see? And for this cause shall God send them strong delusion that they should believe a lie. That's Esau's purpose, is to be the devil and the liar of the earth, man. You see? But this truth, hey, is supposed to set you free. This truth is supposed to give you light. It's supposed to really have you come to the knowledge of everything, the knowledge of God. And you really realize who the hell Esau is and who you are, right? He's your arch enemy. He's a chief enemy of the Lord.
Yeah, I got a precept that was I want to explain further on what you were saying. This is 2 Timothy 2 and 3. It says, all right, because it was going into how Esau, he's the devil. He deceives. All right, that's what he was put upon the earth for, to deceive the nations. Now, as we're in the end days, Timothy, he writes how people are going to act in the end days. All right, now, the reason the people have this type of personality and they put out these type of characteristics is because all the subliminal messaging, all of the all of the movies they watch, and the doctrines and philosophies they grow up on, and now they're conditioned to be this way. All right, let's read it. 2 Timothy 3 and 1. This know also, that in the last days peerless time shall come, for men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy. That's the first that's the second verse right there. All right, and it named a lot. People are very proud nowadays. Disobedient to parents. If you look at the generation, all right, the younger generation, all right, they are disobedient to their parents, man.
Cause they have no respect for elders.
Yeah,
at all.
They don't give a damn, man. It's horrible. It's all about Snapchat. It's all about Instagram. It's all about acting a fool and showing out and trying to be some person to live some type of lifestyle that is supposed to be cool in America. That's horrible, man.
And they always have them old movies like back in the 80s. And, where the child, you would have a very weak parent, and the child would be like, "Get out of here,"
Right.
They're like, "Johnny, turn on the music." And the son would be like, "Get the hell out of here, mom," "Get the hell out of here, dad, you fucking weirdo," and they'll literally have that notion to push, like, hey, then kids would watch that, they'd be like, hey, that's cool. And then, their mom and dad would really come in the room and be like, hey, turn that down, and then they would do the same thing, because you kind of mirror what you watch, and that's like spells being casted on you, People think we over here trying to read. No, that's spells that are being cast on you, because that's witchcraft.
That is.
So guess what, man? When these spells are being cast on you, you kind of do it, That's why a lot of our people mimic your movies, they mimic your music industry and all that stuff,
in the media,
as
well.
Media.
Especially today,
right?
But reading on. Without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, incontent, fierce, despisers of those that are good. All right, so these people will be without natural affection. All right, that's why you have a lot of people who are homosexuals, right? They don't have that natural affection, man. You have transgenders. You have women that want to be men. All right, now that might not even go into transgenderism. That a woman who want to be men, they just want to be pull on the characteristics of men.
God,
You know,
feminists.
right. They want to be put the pants on. You know,
God.
and men want to be women,
God,
feminine.
Esau portrays that men and women are equal alike,
Mm-hmm.
which is obviously not true. The Bible never said that.
Right.
I mean, facts and just physiology and just science will tell you obviously a man is superior physically, aesthetically, mentally. Men are more like grounded. Men are able to control themselves. Men were made to be leaders. But Esau will make it to the point to where like, hey, well, you know, the woman and the man, they're both equal. You know, no one is above one another, and they want to set all these women up in the leadership office. Damn president trying to have a president as a woman, man, right? Then you have all these feminists, you know, who believe that, you know, and then they'll go and they won't lay with men. They'll become lesbians, and then they want to go and they want to be a leader, which that's not your role.
Right. That's
Because a woman is very emotional. People who, if you're a woman, you thrive and you work off of emotion. Emotional people, they cannot make good decisions. In like wartime situations, if you're emotional, you're gonna fuck up, man. You know, if you're a king, or if you're a leader and you need to make some type of decision, but you're going through some emotional state, your decision making is gonna be very distorted. Women were not supposed to be leaders. They were made to follow, right? That's all. They were made to be submissive. The word woman literally means a servant. If you know what woman means, in the Hebrew, it means to be a servant. But Esau done messed it up, where now the woman is ruling over the man, and everything is just out of whack. You see, the Lord's got to restore all things, man.
right.
Before you bring a precept out, I want to get that in Isaiah chapter 3.
Yeah, that's Esau's confusion ultimately, man.
Esau's witchcraft and sorcery.
Yeah.
Okay, now you got our women acting like goddamn big. You know, you got our women acting like damn you know, damn men, right? Our women are men out here, really, to be honest.
Yeah, it tells you, and Peter tells you that, that the wife is supposed to be the weaker vessel. You know, the woman, they were supposed to be the weaker vessel, and also Paul says in 1 Corinthians 11:3 that there's an order, man.
Yeah.
There was the Most High, there was Hamashiach, there was man, and then there's woman. You know, but that's all out of order now. You know.
This is Isaiah 3:12. As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err, and destroy the way of thy paths. See? So it says that the people that lead us, they cause us to err. And who are our leaders? Esau. The earth is given to us as the wicked. And it says that, as for my people, children are their oppressors. That just went into how the brother brought out how being disobedient to parents, you see?
That's the main one.
Being disobedient to elders. And women rule over them. So women rule over our men, you see? Nowadays. Now you got, oh, this nigga ain't the shit, right? You know, now you got it to the point to where women, Esau, if you know how he sets up society, he'll set it up to the point to where the women, they usually will get better jobs. If you guys are going through some type of situation to where you and the wife depart, well, the children is 9 times out of 10 going to the wife. They'll have a man, okay, if you guys leave, the man is now freaking subject to a child support. Now the woman got you by the balls. She got your child. She got your money. She's probably ruling over you. And you're like, you got to deal with her because you have a damn child with her. And the child, you can't even really see the child, you see. And then you're damn paying money to that child, which that's something, it's a given. You should be, even say, look, even if you're paying for the child, right? You're literally taking care of him. You still have to pay that child support. Even though it's like you're taking care of him without having the government watch over you, you still are subject to those payments. So a lot of your women, they'll get these men on child support, and they will use that money to go blow it on some stupid shit. Weaves, right? Going to the club with their friends, you know? And then you just got the men by the balls out here. And our men are just effeminate now, you see? Because just like, they just gave up. That man freaked it because society is against the Israelite man. right, ultimately goes back to the butt breaking that they've done back in the times of slavery, the Willie Lynch letter, where it was to the point to where they took the most masculine, biggest Israel, they raped him in front of all the Israelites, in front of all the slaves, raped the biggest, baddest man, right? And then they would take him, tie him to a horse, rip him apart, you know? It's a lot, man. It kind of went out, but we back in this thing. But we was talking about how they was butt breaking our men, you know? So they would literally butt break the men, do all that in front of the women. And our women, they would fear that. And they would fear that their child would grow up to be like a rebellious slave. You see? So they would raise up men, okay, they would raise up their children as boys. They would raise them up to be weak in the mind, to just be like, yes, master, you know, just say what you, just be effeminate. Physically strong, but mentally weak. And it created that big mama spirit, man. Where the mom, you know, you'd have the woman, she was the more masculine, and the man, he was just kind of like, you know, he was just kind of like effeminate. You see, because that's just how it had to be in slavery, man. Because a lot of our men was being like, they was rebelling, but in order to get us to calm down, they had to butt break us. You see, and it really just goes back to the Willie Lynch syndrome. That's why these women today, they still have that Willie Lynch syndrome within them, and a lot of our men too. Right, that's why you got a lot of mama's boys, man, effeminate mama's boys. You see, that's just how it is, you know. But as Israelites, we gotta come up out that thing, man. We gotta come back to our masculinity. We gotta understand that we men out here, man. We're men of war, right? We're men of the Most High. So you gotta understand that, and you women, you gotta understand your role also. That you are a woman, you are a servant. You were made to please men. Right, we're no longer gonna be under Esau's witchcraft and sorcery.
Wine.
Yeah, we gotta come out his wine. Yeah, his philosophy and his ways that he's pushed on you. You gotta come back to how things are set up by the Lord. You see.
Mm-hmm. He even has children too. All right, that's another thing, man. Mm-hmm. Children too. He has you guys, man. Mm-hmm. All right, to drink of his wine. It's not just the older people, you know. That's why That's why the Lord said in Ezekiel, if I can get it real quick. I'm just going to go straight to the point. Ezekiel 9 and 6. Give me a second here. Ezekiel 9 and 6. All right, Salaki. It says, slay utterly old and young, both maid and little children, and woman, but come not near any man upon whom is a mark, and begin at my sanctuary. Then they begin at the ancient men which were before the house. So, the Lord, he commanded the angels that they are to slay both old and young. All right, maid and little children. All right, everyone who was wicked in the earth, man. But besides those with the mark, who was following the Most High. You see, so even the little children. And let me just go back to 2 Timothy 3 and 2. For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy. So even these disobedient children, they're going to be slain, man.
God.
You know, those are the little ones that will be slain, you know, because the Lord's not dealing with this, man.
God.
Disobedient to parents. It's hard to watch on the Instagram, you know. Well, this was back then. It's hard to watch it, man, because you had little Edomite boys, which are going to be slain by default, but you had little Edomite boys who was making sexual jokes to their mom, man.
Yeah.
You know, what the hell is that, you know?
The mom's just laughing.
Yeah, the mom's laughing in some of them, but the one I was watching, he was mixing up, like, you know, it was stupid, you know, but we'll move on. It says,
profane.
Yeah, profane, vile.
At the end of the day,
vile.
Profane, man.
Mm-hmm. You know what I'm talking about, huh?
Yeah. It's like you'll be talking about the dirtiest jokes around your parents.
How is
around
that?
your mom? It's like, how do you even have that disrespect to be able to say that? Like, you should feel weird to, as an Israelite. Okay, you don't do that type of crap. That's just in us first and foremost. We would never talk crazy around our parents, nor would we really even like cuss and stuff around them. Like anything disrespectful, you wouldn't bring that in the house. But Esau, being a damn profane person, he would make the most sexual, immoral, profane jokes around his parents, and his parents would just laugh. You know, even if his mom feels uncomfortable, she's too weak to kind of tell him, you know, Jimmy, just just stop saying that. It's like, man, that's why you Edomites grow up just damn devils, you know. They're just straight devils, man, profane for no reason. Let me get that too in the book of Hebrews. All right. You know, that's why these Edomites, they let their children grow up on damn
drugs.
Yeah, drugs. Yeah, they'll let your damn kid do cocaine in the house, and you won't really get on him. You know, you might find him out one time and be like, "Come on, Johnny," you know, and you're gonna try. You're gonna be on punishment. You know, I'm gonna take away your Xbox and look, man, that's not enough, man. Johnny just get worse, man.
I'm gonna take away your credit card for this week.
You know, like damn, man. You know, he's like no more. No more allowance. You know? Yeah. I'm gonna cut your allowance in half, Johnny. You know, it's like, man, Johnny's gonna still keep going, man. You know, this is Hebrews chapter 12:16. Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright. Right, so there's no more profane people than these Edomites. Profane as hell, man. Right? Let your child watch pornography in the living room. Right? You know? It's just like, I mean, these Edomites, they're very, very, very profane. Their children will grow up watching them, what's that, Jackass? What's that show, Jackass?
Dumb
and that
stuff.
stupid show, Jackass, man. That shows you how profane these people are, man. Drinking people's piss. And, I mean, really, if you ever watched it, like to be honest, like, don't watch it, really. But if you want to really grasp how wicked Esau is, I mean, that movie is there, but, like, that's a wicked movie. Esau's just profane, you see? And, you know, that the children will grow up on that stuff. They'll grow up on, you know, your parents will freely let you watch Family Guy and South Park.
That's what, whenever you go to these Edomite houses in the world, man, back in the, oh, man. Dude, they off. It's just like, what's going on in this house,
Right.
man?
No fear in this house.
You know?
There's no damn fear in this house.
There's none.
I'm like, why you talking to your mom like that, man? What the hell's wrong with you? Nah, I don't worry about that old ass woman.
Right.
That hag. You be talking like, it's like, bro, you guys are weird. You know, you guys are like, I shouldn't be hanging out with y'all. But to be honest, like, you know, it's just like, it's crazy, you know. That's why, hey, you know, as Israel, we have that upright spirit within us. But like we read, it says, "My people, the leaders, cause thee to err." So our leaders really are causing us to err, man. You see, that's all it is. It's our leaders. So we got to come out that Babylonian mindset, that Americanized mindset, and come back to your Israelite mindset, man. You see, you got a precept?
Come on. Moving on though, it says verse 4 of 2 Timothy 3: traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasure more than lovers of God. And that's what this America gives out. All right, that's the wine it gives. All these adjectives, they link up with your modern day American, the average Joe. He has these characteristics. All right, even back in the days of Noah, it tells you that we are living in the days of Noah. So back when you read in Genesis 6, they was doing the same thing. All right, they was high-minded, proud, without natural affection. They was all twisted and perverse. All right, but this is now like by way of Esau, man, because Salaki, it's by way of Esau, because he pushed out all this what's it, witchcraft, you know.
Yeah.
Con.
You have anything else? I don't have anything else.
Con.
You?
So yeah, that was it.
God, man. So, you know, hopefully, you know, if you knew, you didn't really know that already. Hopefully, you kind of figured out who Esau is, right? You kind of know these scriptures, like how the Lord tells you about these men, how they are the wicked. They were set up to be wicked, right? They are profane, right? These people, the scriptures talk about how they deal. They are two-faced devils. Okay, they say one thing, but they really mean another, right? The Lord's gonna end up consuming these people, man.
Right?
That's a lot, man. But that's why it says, you know, don't trust thine enemy, for as his iron rusted, so is his wickedness. So never trust your enemy, man. Don't trust this man because he's gonna stab you in the back at the end of the day, you know. But till next time, hopefully this video is edifying. Shalom.
Shalom.